So, have you ever wanted to use latest JavaScript features before even the browser supported? So that is transpiling all about. So, what is what is a transpiler? So for most of the people, it's magic. So when I initially started coding in React or any other JavaScript framework, Babel, ESLint looked magical to me. The code was getting auto-formatted by Prettier. ESLint was analyzing my code for bugs. Async await was working, even though most of the browser weren't supported. Uh, Internet Explorer 11 was supported. Promise was working on promises. So this thing happening behind the scenes, with me completely unaware of. So how that thing is working. So and the purpose of this talk here is to reveal that it is not magic. It will be I will be giving an introduction of tools used for transpiling and bundling of JavaScript code. By the end of this talk, you will have a basic understanding of how these tools work to get your job done. By learning more about this on the internet, you can create your own Babel plugin, own npm packages of Babel plugin. I will not be showing how to set up a project. There are tons of YouTube videos and tutorials available out there. So yeah, so we will also touch upon some bundlers, JavaScript modern bundlers. So yeah. So a little bit about me. I'm a front-end developer working on React and React Native. Interested in project development. I have filed three patents. So yeah, if you have any doubt, so you can find my or you can connect me on any social handles. You can find the link for those in on my website. So here's the link. So what actually is a transpiler? So transpiler converts your new JavaScript code that like ES6 syntax into an older like ES5 syntax. So the older browser will understand your code. So it transpiles JSX. The in React it transpiles JSX to vanilla JSX, and a lot of things can be done using transpiler. So how does it work? So Babel as a transpiler, everything about Babel revolves around AS. So what is an AST? AST, an abstract syntax tree, is a way of representing syntax of a programming language as a hierarchy tree-like structure. The structure is used for generating symbols, tables, and later code generation. There are three stages of there are three stages of a compiler. So every compiler of every language has these steps in common. Parse code to AST. So Babel as a transpiler, what it does is the parser takes the string. You can think of AST as a piece of JSON. So if you have an element, it turns into an object of type and a name. It has a type parameter and has a name parameter. So the next step is transformation. So if you want to transform one element into other element, so you have to change the name parameter of it. So so Babel is all about AST manipulation, and a new tree is generated, and that AST tree generates the code. So here is one diagram. So in this diagram, you pass the human readable code. The Babel parser passes the code. It get transformed. It get manipulated, and then it generate the code. So I was talking about your own custom plugins, right? So you can develop your own custom plugins using a tool called AST Explorer. So I will be discussing some of the plugins, some of the production ready plugins that is most popular in React development. So first is Babel plugin transform React prop types. So prop types are used to make sure that you are passing correct prop intended. If wrong prop is used, it will throw an error or warning. So you don't want that in production. So this plugin removes all the wrong prop types when generating a production build. The second is Babel plugin transform React class to functions. So people are using hooks these days. A lot of community. The hooks is popular in the community. So the plugin converts your class-based components to a functional component. So so is it required? So So Babel with TypeScript. So you don't need a Babel for TypeScript, as there is a TypeScript compiler which directly compiles your code to JavaScript. So is it required to use Babel? So the short answer is no. Don't use Babel if you don't want to support old browsers. Don't want to use latest features like import map. And yeah, so this is the new feature import map. So as you can see, this feature is not supported by most of the browsers. So what Babel helps us, you can use this feature, transpile your code into a browser readable code that will execute your this new function. It can be done by polyfills and transpilation. So yeah, so quick introduction about bundlers. So module bundlers are tools used to bundle modules into single JavaScript file that can be executed in browser. There are a lot of bundles available out there. Some of are the industry standards like Webpack used by top companies. Some are zero config bundles like Parcel and roll up like roll up uh, out of the box tree shakeable and Snowpack fast. So yeah, so module bundlers are required because browser do not support module system. Although this is not entirely true nowadays. So it loads it loads modules in dependency order. It helps in asset management like images, CSS. All of these bundles come with different approach to solve problems and that existing tools couldn't solve. So coming to Webpack. So Webpack was designed to solve problem of asset management and code splitting. So it is flexible. There are a lot of plugins available for Webpack. It has been industry standard for a long, and uh, it has been industry standard for 2021 as well. So the second is Rollup. So Rollup, on the other hand, came with an idea of using standardized ES to 2015 format to write code, and Rollup try small build with the help of dead code elimination. Tree shakeable is out of the box feature. Rollup is preferred more in packaging, to develop NPM packages. So, so third is Snowpack. So Snowpack provides an awesome development server. It was created with an philosophy of unbundled development. That is, Snowpack build does not bundle files into a single Java file, but provides an unbundled ESM modules that run in the browser, which make it fast. It also seen as bundler of future. So there are more couple of bundles with a similar ideology. Uh, thank you everyone for listening to it. If you have any question around it, please proceed.